YouTube.
This is awesome.
Welcome. Yeah, welcome to the week of April 6th to the 12th. And you'll see Shalene's coming back from a lovely spring
My
break.
car. Yep.
Our goal here is for us to, we call this our Sunday reset. And it's kind of like a reset from what's going on. And then we move into moving into the next week with intention.
Yeah.
So that's our goal here. And we have a worksheet. You can download it on our Instagram, or if you go to the wholenessnetwork.com and scroll to the bottom, you could subscribe and we'll send you one. Even better, join the library. It's only $5.55 a month, less. It's under $5 a month if you pay yearly. And we have a library of hundreds and hundreds of wellness videos, tips, follow along tutorials, good stuff from experts around the world. So we invite you to that too.
Yeah, and then, more stuff coming, like the groups that are coming. You'll have full access to that, which is going to be so cool.
Yeah, that's right. Our goal this year is to get live kind of groups. So, and it's included in your membership. So we're getting ready to start a membership or a group about women over 40. So if you're over 40, you got to join because you're.
Exactly.
That's all we have to say is you're not alone. So here are some notable events that happened this week. So from April 6th to April 12th, one of the first things is in 1896, the first modern Olympic Games opened in Athens. And so this was the revival of that ancient tradition. So to revive this Olympic tradition after 1,500 years. And its goal was to promote international understanding through sport. So it was really to bring the world together and to kind of unite. And there was a grand opening ceremony at the stadium, I can never say it right, Panetheic Stadium. And it was originally constructed in 330 BC, and then they refurbished it for this first event. And in the 1896 Olympics, it featured 241 male athletes, no female, of course. 43 events, 9 sports. So I thought it was interesting. They called it athletics. I'm assuming that is like track and field. I guess they called it athletics back then. Cycling, fencing, gymnastics, shooting, swimming, tennis, weightlifting, and wrestling. Those were the events that they did.
That's cool.
Yeah. And it's interesting, at the time, winners won silver medals, and then the runners-up were awarded bronze medals. So it wasn't until later that they had the gold, silver, and bronze. So kind of interesting.
That is. I wonder how they picked who was going to play for each country. Can you even hear me?
Right. Yeah, I can hear you. Yeah.
Anyway, like today, people are kind of born and bred to be a superstar.
True.
And I wonder back in the day if it was, oh, you tried it and you were good at it, let's do the Olympics. I
bet you're right. I totally bet you're right. Yeah. Yeah, that's interesting. Yeah, I wonder how that came about. But I thought it was interesting. The goal was, we're trying to come together as a world. They were trying to unite countries. And this was one of the ways through sports, yeah, like it was. So obviously there was something going on, right? Obviously. And then if you think about it too, within less than a decade, World War I began. So there was something happening, with countries wanting to be united, having that need to be something that was needed. So just an interesting thought. Okay, in 1970, Apollo 13 was launched, and it was that mission that would later, experience a near, like a major disastrous malfunction. So if you've seen the movie, right? The movie,
Yes.
I mean, it's
All I
one of
remember is the
those.
frozen hot dog.
Yes, yes, that's a first. And I remember like watching that. It's one of those things you can watch over and over again. One of those movies you can just watch again and again. But I'm always so taken back by the scene where they've got the venting system, and you've got a square peg that we need to put in a round hole, and and they say here's what they got available, and they had to figure out how to engineer this thing to save their lives. And I always just think that, to me, that's just the power of humanity. I feel like people are just amazing beings, and they just rise up whenever there's a challenge. They just do. It's like, if we I just think we could just trust in the goodness of humans on a deep level, and when we're united, that you can get so much done. I mean, honestly, it was a miracle that they had gotten home. I mean, it's a miracle that they got home. It's a miracle they were even out there in space. When
Yeah.
you
Yeah. Right.
But yeah, yeah, I always am grateful for that round peg and square or round square peg and round hole. I've always been kind of identified with that.
Yeah. Well, I
Oh,
saw that you wrote that in our upcoming book for May. They talk a lot about being that. You know,
yep,
it's cool. I'm excited to get talk more about that.
yep, yep. I'm excited for that too. Yeah, it's been so good. Yeah, if you don't know, we on our podcast this year in 2025, we're taking a book each month and talking about it, and we have different guests that come on, and we kind of chat a little bit about it. But it's been fun. This month in April, we're doing the book, the boy, the mole, the horse, no, the fox and the horse.
Yeah.
So if you know that book, you'll love it. You'll love the podcasts that we have
Okay. I'm
planned for
gonna.
this month.
Michelle, what can I? This is totally not like part of our thing. Your sound sounds like you're in outer space.
It
Is mine
does.
too?
A
Yeah.
little. What
Okay.
if I
Maybe
do
it's just
this?
YouTube. I don't know.
Does that feel better? Is that better?
A little bit. Yeah.
I undid my microphone. I mean,
Now that
that's weird.
that is weird. I don't know.
Maybe we'll look back at this and say,
No idea.
rewind.
Okay.
Okay, thanks for telling me. Yeah, I mean, you just sound like you're in a car, like it's kind of
Okay.
in a tunnel.
Well, that's why I
So,
wonder if it's my phone or not. So I
oh,
don't know. Okay. Well, we'll just go with it. Okay. Sorry about that.
2019, I thought this was fascinating. In 2019, the first ever image of a black hole was captured. Um, so I think it's crazy how, I mean, I knew about black holes when I was
Yeah.
in
That's cool. Yeah. I know. Sorry, I pushed a button. I don't know what I did. Okay.
And you do that a couple times. Place one hand on your heart and the other one on your belly, and just feel that natural breath of in through your nose, out through your belly, or out through your mouth, but expanding your belly, and just feel that. Kind of make those two, kind of connect those two with intentionally in your mind. And as you're and as as you're doing that, just kind of imagine, just to get grounded, imagine that there's and that you're very steady down into the core of the earth, so that if nothing can really knock you down. You're feeling grounded um, and supported. And then take another deep breath through your nose. And as you exhale, imagine breathing out all that no longer serves you. Like, take this opportunity to let um, that that whatever serves you, whatever's ready to let go of, that this is the opportunity, and intend for that to happen. And maybe fear, maybe doubt, maybe stress, maybe past pain. Let's see if we can breathe some of those out and release those. And as you do that, kind of visualize the energy dissolving into the air and leaving you lighter, being something you can see as that coming out and dissolving. And just with each new breath, breathe in fresh new energy. So breathe out what no longer serves you, and breathe in new energy, and visualize yourself, what you want to welcome: peace, joy, confidence, love. And just imagine that new energy filling you, and and every cell in your body accepting whatever you invite in. And continue that in and out, breathing in what you want, out what no longer serves you. I'm just going to do it myself for a minute. And breath is just so magical. In fact, I remember when I interviewed Brian McLaren, he shared that Richard Rohr talks about that the breath is Yahweh, which is the name of God, and that is the breath. Is when you breathe, you are expressing that you are it. It's just a beautiful thing. Breath is something that we just take so much for granted, and yet it's one of the most powerful things in the world, right? And I think that's a message for us, because we often don't think of ourselves as that, but we are that. We are that. And then we're going to hold our breath. So breathe in and then hold that breath for a moment. And in this stillness, in this moment, I want to ask yourself, what am I welcoming into my life? What does it feel like to fully receive this? And let the answers come naturally. And then breathe out, knowing that you are expressing you're stepping into a new version of yourself. So again, breathe in, hold it, ask need, whatever question comes to mind, and then breathe out and let those feelings come. Feel that movement, that change, that shift. And you can repeat this several times, breathing in, hold, what do I need? Just let the answer come. If nothing comes, it's okay. Breathe out. And then place both hands over your heart and say quietly to your mind, or in your mind, say quietly or in your mind, I release what no longer serves me. I welcome in all that aligns with my highest good. And take a final deep breath and exhale just really good. Let that really go. And then you can open your eyes your eyes are closed, and know that you are renewed, you are open, and you are ready for this week ahead and more. So
That's awesome. Thank you for that. Really quick, if you can even hear me, grab your worksheet or a piece of paper and just let's quick jot down. We're going to kind of prep for the week ahead and write down 4 things that you are looking forward to this week. 4 things coming up, 4 things that you anticipate happening. Some might be on your calendar and some might be a little more ambiguous than that. But like for me, getting back from spring break, kind of getting back in the routine. Wouldn't be something I'd put in the calendar, but something that's going to be coming up for me. And then we're earthing them by writing them down with pen and paper. And then let's think of 3 emotions that you're going to feel this week. They can either be related to these things that are coming up or maybe separate. And if you want to, just kind of breathe the word of the emotion, put it out into the air, use air to express it. And Michelle often says, like, try to match your face with the emotion that maybe you'd be feeling when you're saying that. Just so that when it comes up, you're prepared. It's not going to catch you by surprise. You know what's going to be happening this week. And then think of 2 ways that you're going to use your physical body this week. And you may be doing a really good job at that, but just adding a little bit of attention to that. Just saying, like, I know I'm going to be doing this, and knowing that it's coming up. Like I said, we're preparing for this week. And when you do that, add the element of heat. It's getting warmer outside, hopefully everywhere, right? Except for under the equator, maybe it's getting cooler, but I don't know that anybody's listening below the equator. So hopefully spring is springing, and out of that warmth, do something outside this week with your body. Maybe you're going to start planting or getting into the dirt, whatever you've got planned. And then the last thing is try to plan something spiritual. So think of a way that you're going to nourish that spiritual body, whether it's reading something, listening, journaling, just again, adding that a little bit of an intention to that. We're supposed to add water to the physical activity. So add water to your physical activity and warmth, and try to add the element of fires to your spiritual activity, however that will show up for you. We've talked a million times about a million different ways to do that. And then accompanying that, let's just think of, 5 things that you're grateful for. You can write them down, think about them, number them on your hands. I went to a vintage store and saw a bunch of rosary beads for sale. And I thought, I kind of wish I had my own set of rosary beads, because I forget to say things I'm thankful for, or even people that I really want to be intentional about hoping good things or praying good things for them. So, using those fingers I've got them, they never leave me. So using those to think about things you're grateful for. And then maybe there's 2 people that you feel, Michelle and I have talked a lot this week about people that maybe we're connected with that don't want to be connected with all the time. And we have those bonds that are there, that are the really good, juicy ones. But maybe these are the ones that are no longer serving you and you want to let go. And so just be thinking of those people maybe, and just kind of blow them a puff of love. And it's not that you're in love with them, or that maybe you don't even have loving feelings, but it's for you. It's for you to feel better about it. Like, if you're going to send them gross feelings, you get to feel that. Mm-hmm. Nobody needs more of that these days, any days. So just sending them a little bit of I hope things go well for you. And, and just allowing those cords maybe to disintegrate a little bit so that they can do their stuff and you can do yours.
Yeah. Love it. Love it. Yeah. It's always good to just be in your own energy, excuse people that you don't want to. And we have just the greatest class we just added this week about cord cutting.
Yes.
and it walks you through that. So yeah, get on the library and watch that. It's awesome. It's awesome. By Christina Lang. If you don't know her, you will love her. She is amazing. Amazing. All right. Well, we hope everybody has a wonderful week this week, and we will see you next time.
Okay. Bye.
Bye.
Maybe.
Oh, let's see. How do I close it?